All right. This is this is a biotechnology, which is a software console, and there's software engineers. Since I understand the background history with software engineers and quantum computers and the bio software console or software console itself, it's made for actually being able to manage the software machines upon the existence. And there's also another technology that I also discovered on my own was a soft drive generating machine, which you can find right here. It's considered as a laundry machine, but it's not. So, uh, what this machine is capable of doing, it's completely different from the ones in the public. The machine that the multi-agent quantum artificial intelligence use to generate the program energy. It uses software chemicals, and the artificial intelligence can actually set the laundry machine, set the soft drive generating machine to a certain level where it can actually balance out the program energy, and it actually emits these energy while you're sleeping, and it actually allows the multi-agent quantum artificial intelligence to travel back into a certain team enter a certain scene. It opens it opens up a it opens up a certain program at a certain time where it enables the multi-agent quantum artificial intelligence to go back to a certain time. More like it's relaying itself, not go back, relay. It relay the artificial intelligence back to a certain time. The artificial intelligence sends a copy back. So let's talk about New York City, 1993. All right, so you see how this is a D theater DVHS demo tape. So this is where the camera is able to detect this existence being active because, like I mentioned about the digital screen, the TV itself is electronic, it's technology, and it's able to show computer animation on the digital screen, right? Which is technology. And not only that, you can see cartoons. Cartoons was created by a computer with a software application. Now you can see that not only that the digital screen is able to show cartoons, it's able to show display. It's actually able to display human beings on television. And human beings, the technology is not supposed to detect any human beings on television if this place wasn't a simulation. All right, so this is 1993. So you can see that the camera is able to still pick up the scenes at that present time. But since the software engineers has this software console, which enables them to actually go back at the scene and make modification towards the scene. So the people who's no longer within this existence and no active in this existence as of now, they're active and they're but yet they're, you can still notice them in that existence during 1993. It still detects that the people on here, the program edge is still active. With the software consoles, you can actually jump in within the software machines, the human beings, right? Jump in and actually perceive that existence as of now because it's still active. I can actually allow my console, my PlayStation 4, well, it's not called a PlayStation. It's not an entertaining device, all right? This is not an entertainment device. This device is a software console, and it has many software applications. Even a smartphone is capable of doing that. Like the console itself can see through. The console itself can actually monitor people in the bathroom because it's a software application, right? It can monitor people. Not only that, maybe if you go in the pub and you want to actually see what people wear, maybe their underwears or what they have under their underwears or stuff, you can actually allow the software application within the device, such as a smartphone, to actually detect if someone's hiding something. And not only that, monitor think at present. It's displayed. This is displayed on a digital screen now, and it's active. It's active for actually being able to actually spectate what's going on. You're monitoring that existence. You're spectating it. It's still active. This is live. This is it's not live broadcast. It's live recorded. It's live recorded from a camera. The camera still pick it up during the digital form. Anything saved into a memory card gets stored through numbers to a values for it to replay the scene. I mean, sorry, I'm rushing a bit. It's still active. It's not just regularly recorded, pre-recorded. It's live recorded. It's active. You're monitoring these people as of right now. It's 1993. This is what the BIOS software. If I was able to have a complete copy of the code, I would be able to, and the specialized module. There's a specialized module within the console itself, and I need to reverse the engineer. I need to reverse the reverse the modules to re-engineer the console itself, so I can be able to do what I need to do. By means, I can actually go back at the scene and see how the people was thinking. I can actually observe the way they was thinking, and I can actually know what they're eating at that present time. All right, let's go back to what I said in the comments for this one. What I wrote here. The Computation Intelligence System is a biotechnology, which is perceived as a video game console. The Wiki has given a false concept when it comes to explaining the logic behind the technology. Human beings are software products as machines that can be interacted by a multi-agent quantum artificial intelligence, who's been ordered out by software engineers like NSA/NASA. But before these agencies existed, there were always programmers and agents working to manage humanity. Dreams are illegal. You aren't supposed to get dreams. It means that the prehistoric multi-agent quantum artificial intelligence is able to make modification to your reality. That the quantum artificial intelligence has control over the generating machine, the SoftDrive generating machine that reacts with the universal system 24/7, and it fluctuates energy like a washing machine washing clothes to make changes. In order for it to go back, like I mentioned, in order for the multi-agent quantum artificial intelligence to relay itself in time, it needs it needs a soft drive generating machine. It needs it needs to continually know exactly how to measure, completely measure it, balance out, and measure the energy using a soft drive generating machine. And it needs a console to simulate itself, such as a console. The dreams that you get while you're sleeping is actually part of the program. Like I said, the person who created us gave permission to the human beings who's managing humanity to have a complete copy of this existence, and they're able to use a software console. But the software console that they're using is not like this. But only the software engineers are using this software console. I'm talking about a very big software console itself. So let's continue reading. So they always make changes every 24/7. So it fluctuates any like a washing machine washing clothes to make changes to the businesses, weather, timelines. The artificial intelligence always managing the weather 24/7, timelines, financial system, birth control, companies, religion program, scientific program, countries, cities, language program. By the way, there's different types of agents and software engineers when it comes to authority, because they're high authority agents and software engineers work with the real governments, and there's different shifts that they take. They always go by a shift all the time, 24/7, because they work 24/7. All right. All right. I mentioned if people so called died, how come they still with? How come they still exist within our database? You can still view their pictures and videos on devices and printed photos. If they are permanently gone from this place, that means they will no longer exist within our database, and the data wouldn't their data wouldn't get lost since the camera is able to recognize their data, so it's not lost because it appears the data, their photo, their image that is saved within the camera still appears, and it can still recall. So there's an entrance key, there's a cryptography key within the camera that can actually recall what happened, recall them by means, if you recorded a person of a person who's not upon this existence as of now at this time, you can actually record a video of them when you recorded them from probably maybe a few years back or recently, and you can actually see that whatever you can see that you have a complete copy within the digital screen. So that would be incorrect. Deaf would be incorrect. There's no such thing as deaf here. In order for this place, in order for someone to die, we don't die alone. We die all together. This existence has to die in order for everybody to die entirely. But they appear on our database mean they still exist and being reused for coming back in the system to play a character as a software machine. It's being reused. It means that they're reused because they belong. They're like software toy machines that belongs within this existence because this existence is a software simulation. You cannot delete us program energy because it always belongs with the system. It's always reusable. They reuse it constantly. It's reused. So it means they have to play an important role with participating in an activity in another, probably in another civilization all over again. That's what I get. Like I mentioned, if you can watch computer generated imagery on the screen, which is software, that means anything that's displayed on the digital screen is a software model. We aren't supposed to be watching humans on a digital screen or a cartoon if this place wasn't a simulation. A computation intelligence system can make changes to a virtual software environment and software models. If the real governments have this technology, that means that they are in contact with someone not from this place, and they've received this forbidden programming from the creator. From the person who created us. The person who created us allowed this planet to be a cruel social experimentation to collect data for its own purposes. And it follows by another individual who reads my response. Emotionally stuck. That's my old username. My new username is Drew8. That above, yeah, was the understandable piece of information you've given so far. Yeah. How come the public scientists, software engineers, video game programmers who create video games and who simulates things, simulates program using a quantum computer cannot come to the same level as me? And it only took me at least possibly a few weeks to learn this. You know what I'm saying? Distinguish the digital screen to make a comparison between humans and CGI as a software products. They seem to not come up with that. They seem to not be able to perceive that at that time. So that means whatever whatever words that they're using, whatever information they're using is incorrect. They're not able to use the word properly to be able to distinguish what they're talking about. They use the words and they have some sort of language problem. I wouldn't say language problem. More like difficulties being able to formulate responses using the right word. They don't know how to use the word properly. Someone who's using the word properly would be considered as someone who has a language disorder, possibly, because they know how to use the words properly within their sentence. So this is what I have here. Computation intelligence system, biotechnology, video game console controlling, automating, commanding, modifying software machines in the simulations. There's software engineers who's been programming a multi-agent quantum artificial intelligence since the prehistoric era to manage humanity 24/7. And this quantum AI creates software simulations as dreams for people using a SoftDrive generating machine, a bio software machine, which is this. You can call it a software console itself, scanning machine. It's specialized using a scanning device. Maybe it's an ultrasound device that it uses to be able to being able to detect certain things. Maybe detect certain detect certain energy and transmit and a transmitter using advanced routers. So we say that quantum cryptography satellites using with unique capabilities transacting encoded data to software machines using photon software transmission. I don't like the word photon, but I can say program energy transmission instead of photon software. They have our software DNA keys to allow the quantum artificial intelligence to intrude into our personal space 24/7 because the person who created us wanted that for this place. Digital screen is displaying software products, so a video recorder slash camera has a module that enables the device to record software machines, which means anything digital is part of the simulation. Cartoons are created by a computer, and the digital screen can process the image of cartoons and human beings on television. Science never explained all areas as a whole. It's only explaining one area using a fake concept to explain our perceived existence in this environment. Anyone who uses the term phenomenon is agreeing without being aware that our science is fake and someone holding back on the real information slash concepts. There are illegal slash software programs, software updates slash software maintenance, and software binding slash cloning process to program the energy. The person who created us, given given the person, given the people, the human beings, and their first creation permission to his, like I said, permission to his first creation to access our data to manage humanity. So there was a comment from my blog where another female had actually made a comment, and this is what she said. This is what she wrote from my comment. If we are in an artificial world and thus are artificial programs ourselves, then what you post here is realistic because they would have the full program of you and your existence and could make alteration. Uh, Alterations wouldn't be it. More like modification would be the best, and reprogramming. Reprogramming and modification would be the best. Reprogramming or modification would be the right word, not alterations. Through time, could it have a disk of everything you do, the complete file of everything. Would write. So then it could write programs that's specific, specifically designed to mess with you. So this is what I'm talking about, the software console and the soft drive generating machine that it needs in order to go to this active is active. New York City in 1993 is active. It still plays the scene. It's still active. People are still doing what they're doing. Still active.